Hello everyone. So picking back up the game from last week, I'll take a few minutes to remember everything, to go over what happened last time. So we are already turn 76. So we played a brisk game. Of course, it's easier with one city challenge. Uh, I was going for a sort of default strategy OCC, although I now realize that maybe I didn't explain as much as I should have, maybe. The thinking behind the picks I made, and in particular comparing with alternative possibilities, like not picking sages and pick of nations and general things. So I'm thinking I'll make a more general guide about one city challenge. If there are demands for it, and there seems to be some demand for it. So we had a lot of aggression from tribal sides. Um, Welcome, Maniac. Welcome to the stream. A lot of aggression from tribes coming from the south and the east as well. Well, not really from the east, I think. Mostly from the south. Gauls, Vandals, that are these two sides, and recently a war with Greece. I think we're actually winning the war with Greece in a very specific technical sense, that we inflicted more losses than we received. They are still massive compared to us, much stronger and erudite, but we inflicted quite a few losses, if memory serves, and I don't think we lost any units, maybe one. So on balance, we probably got more out of the war than they did, and that's important because that's part of what the AI is evaluating when it checks if it's willing to accept a truce or diplomacy in general. So we had some early development. Yeah, I'd say decent development overall. We managed to nab a few wonders. I believe 4. The Oracle, Alcasne, the Museum, and the Royal Library. Oh, and the Apadana, so that's, yeah, indeed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was it. Extend our territory a bit. We are still in colonies, I think. Yes, we are. We got engineering early, which we used to pay, or to get a rebate, more accurately, on our wonders. I wonder if the sound is okay, if the balance between my voice and the game volume in particular is decent. So please don't hesitate to feedback on that. The game sounds a bit loud for me at the moment, so I'm going to get the volume a bit down. But if you want, if you think the balance with my voice and commentary is not good enough, don't hesitate to feedback, because that can affect the overall volume for you without changing mine too much, hopefully. Our original leader was a builder and died after 35 turn. Then we played a judge for some time, and got our current king. Yeah, we had to adopt him. We had some... Our original heir was kidnapped by one of our courtiers and came back only much later, pretty much to die. And we are on our third leader at the moment. So a bit unfortunate in terms of archetype. We are a tactician, but at least that helps us dealing with Greece at the moment. I think I'm going to spend the last 2 orders that are left for myself last week. I think I was working on my ambitions. I was very lucky to get horses to spread, because initially I picked this one without any clear means to accomplish it. So yeah, I'm going to influence my queen. She's already pleased. Getting her to friendly will get a minor yield boost from her attributes, but also she's one of our generals, if memory serves. Yeah, so that would be an additional 5% bonus from, for a unit. And of course 5% strength is definitely a good reason to influence. Alright. So, yeah, okay, our queen became impious, so that's, well, lower defense. But I think we are impious as well. Yeah, so that doesn't hurt our opinions, at least, with her directly. And we'll try to just hold against Greece, essentially. Inflict losses if we can, especially with a view to complete our ambition. But we'll try not to step out too much. This spearman here can be attacked only from 2 tiles in melee, although they have ranged units, but not so many that... yeah, I have marksmen here, but we'll use the terrain to constrain how many attack we have to deal with, essentially. Alright, and let's do that and stun this guy to prevent them from escaping. And let's get to our walkers. So I'll add roads, or am I healing directly? I think I want to road one of the mountain passes at least. We got done with our ministry. I think we are getting legendary somewhat soon, in 6 years. So alright, we want to have at least one round of improvements around here. We want a lot more stone as soon as we get to legendary, because we'll want to compete for wonders, among other things. But we'll also want a palace, we'll also want a heated bath, we'll also want a lot of improvements. We are working toward libraries, so we'll want to work quickly on that, although we are not started, so it will take some time. I think we picked the treasury just for the civics overflow, so let's go into Master Monk. And I hope the Elder on the next turn. So we have a bit of an exotic civic setup. I don't remember how much I commented upon that, but we are getting awesome growth for our city because we had this incredible setup with 3 grains, very close, very easy to double boost with granaries. I should get the 3rd one here, or yes, here. That's the only double one that's left. So we have many citizens. We also have 10 specialists, but we have 10 free citizens, meaning each of these elder poets in itself generates quite a bit of civics. That's 14 base civics from poets. So so very solid there. Also, since the game was patched since last week, we'll try to make use of the new guilds. The new version of the law that allows to make Elder Specialist directly, which is invaluable in OCC, well, which is awesome in OCC. That's quite new. I never had that tool before, so I'm eager to see what it does. So that's something we'll explore together also. And yeah, our pasture will be done in 2 turns. If we're lucky, we get our Elder Monk in that time, and after that we can work on our unique units. Oh, our governor gets to become frugal. Fantastic. Let me check. Yeah, they don't like us. I don't remember why. Because they're Greek. That makes sense. Let's influence them. Get them into the positive. I cannot fully heal this guy, which makes me a bit uncomfortable at the moment. I almost want to stun this guy better than I want to kill them, but if I can kill them, that's probably what I should be doing anyway. Evening, Fluffy. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, let's continue our development. Can we get our Elder Monk in 1 turn? Yes, awesome. So we are getting a lot of value out of that. Of course, the civics per culture level is awesome in a city that is already strong, and we already have some multipliers on top, so it will nicely increase our civics production and our capability to get further specialists. Yeah. Hungry Greeks indeed. Okay, and we have a few more order left. I think we are just healing my units with that. Oh, an ambassador would be useful. I'd like to engage in diplomacy in the not too distant future. Maybe next turn, let's say. Ideally just get 15 kills one way or another, and truce out the Greeks is probably our best course of action. And let's advance this spearman a bit. Oh, we still lost our spear. Alright, so that wasn't so great. That was already too advanced. Okay, there. Alright, so that's multiple archers and longbowmen. I have barely any branch units. The camel archer and the slinger are all of it, I believe. Yes. Okay, can I even hold here? It's not so clear to me. I probably shouldn't strike at these guys. Yeah, we need some form of defense here. So let's do it. Yeah, I want to stun this guy, not take damage from them. Was probably an error killing the archer. I should have just stunned them into position to prevent further attacks from coming that way. Probably our best shot. Alright, we are done with our pasture, which means we have horses, which means we can work on our ambition. So let's do that quickly and spit out two, well, maybe more than 2 light chariots in quick succession. Try to solve our problem there. These are probably getting urban quite soon, so I might as well clear cut. I'm trying to be as to save cost as much as possible with my development. As I need a lot of resources, I still don't have access to lumber mills. Not sure why the quail are showing everywhere. Can you clear it by opening Wasset? Oh, I didn't see your question, but we cleared it. I think sometimes, in some cases, there are issues with where the value displayed when selecting a worker don't disappear, but I'm not sure what does that precisely. I think I faced that recently. Yeah, well, I don't seem to be able to reproduce, so maybe I have it completely wrong. I think we had them squashed for a time anyway, but yeah, these things tend to come back, unfortunately, and buy the tile as well, right. But yeah, there's a lot of them, and we lost a unit, which, well, is always bad. Alright, so they just like went against the Vandals and took everything from them, apparently. Are we doing a favor to the Babylonians? Maybe we are. Kungulambariash. Ulamburiash, sorry. Yeah, okay. Okay, you all drunk. Unnatural threats because of a drought. We could get a minister. An additional courtier wouldn't hurt. I'm worried that we have no heirs as well. Frugal diplomat, alright. Not the best. I think we have to start our diplomatic outreach here. National truce with Greece. Yeah, alright, let's try. I kinda want to try. My intuition is that we are actually winning the war. So I'll demand tribute and see if we can get away with that. This is possibly a very silly decision though, so... Yeah, okay, and we didn't lose a unit this turn, it's just a spearman there retreated to go heal. It was a zealot guy. There's another longbowman and 2 archers in range, so probably the 3 longbowmen cards. Yeah, we are hard to target so long as we are inside the mountain pass here. I don't know if I want to expose my archer though. Alright. Let's see if we can survive this boldness. I'm not too sure, but we can try. I mean, I really want my tactician here. But this is not awesome as promotions go. Is this a heal this tile? It is. So this is a plus 50% from this tile. So I think I'm rotating my general actually. I'm going there. Still standing there, but putting my tactician on this unit, which is a much stronger one to try to hold the pass. So that's 50% defense, of course. Well, 40% defense is 1 at 10 against ranged units anyway. But that also applies to the counter-attack, of course, because these are strength bonuses. So I think that's a better setup. Or one I like better anyway. Yeah, I don't have quite the orders to use most of my things, but let's get our second light chariot right away. And see how that looks next turn. Wow, okay. Alright, so that was quite bad. Oh, that got my queen blinded, so my best general cannot be a general anymore. I can make a court soldier, which, well, allows them to tutor, I suppose. I'll get training out of that. Alright, so that was a poor decision. And since we lost 2 units, maybe it was a possibility to gain a truce before, but probably not anymore. Yeah, and I'm no longer a tactician in terms of... Oh, and there's a maceman on the board. Yeah, I can't say I love that. This guy is getting the Islander bonus at least. A hostage, some courage. Well, about boldness. What are the other events? Yeah, I'm still not sure about that. Can I afford to estrange the heir of Carthage? Probably not, right? They are big and mean and close to us. We can certainly afford the opinion penalty with our family though, so okay. I mean, I have nothing against pagans, but I'm going to tank that. Master Doctor is just a bit too good. Yeah, I suppose we are going 7 wonders for sure. Oh, that is miserable. Just bad luck. I feel there are a lot more general combat events lately, but yeah, I'm not sure if that was tweaked. Or if I'm just imagining things. Yeah, let's send the caravan to our good friend the Carthaginians. I would have liked to just stun this guy, but killing is maybe just as good. Oh, am I getting killed by an archer if I do that? I'm getting killed by an archer, no doubt. I can move back here and stun this one. Unfortunate that I'm letting this guy escape though. But I don't think I can reach in any way. Yeah, maybe if I had focused my damage on the range unit, but these guys are scary, so maybe that's just a dream anyway. Okay, so we got our warm bath here. We were keeping some riverside forest, which makes some sense. I'm probably putting my heated bath there just to get it on the cheap. And I'm not getting my forest, my lumber mills immediately, so I might as well improve in the meantime. Alright, I think a third light chariot wouldn't go amiss. Or although we need tech, so okay. Let's grab the Elder Doctor, we can get it in one turn because we got a free Master Doctor. So let's do that. Alright, this is quite bad, so I assume... Oh no, they still consider us winning, despite the disaster from the previous turn. So I'm going to abuse that, and to kill units while I can. And I need to kill, well, 1 for my ambition, but I might kill 2 for greed. And possibly revenge and all kind of healthy reasons like that. Yeah, I might not be able to. Yeah, I'm probably not. I suppose I should be happy enough that I got to complete my ambition in the end. Can I kill this guy? This longbow is a pain. That would be 5, 3. Yeah, no, I cannot. Alright, let's just hurt the Mace Man then. And get a little bit more XP on our... Whoa! On our king. And so maybe kill the Mace Man. Oh, that's a very costly force march, but we could do it. Yeah, and that doesn't require a force march, and we get rid of it. Very good. Oh! Oh, that's because of the drought. I'm still picking the discipline point, I believe. And I'll accept the discontent. Alright, and we get lucky here, so I'm going to take it. I'm afraid they might redeclare soon though, so we probably still want to stay alert regarding our exchanges with the Greeks. Not sure if I want to fortify here. I can pick amphibious, which gives me a bit of an advantage, since, well, at least to attack this tile, because that's beyond the river, but my units are still very weak compared to Greek ones. So that might well not play any role. What? Oh no. Okay, so I cleared this tile, which had a forest before. I have to assume this has... it has, yeah, just become sand. Because a heated bath there would be 40% cheaper because it's adjacent to two other baths. But then the tile became sand, and now it's not eligible to make a bath there anymore. So I lost the opportunity for the forest and the bath immediately, essentially, just after I made that play. So I should have waited until my city become legendary for real before doing anything like that. I'm getting the granary actually. Heal. The barracks are of some value. But not amazing value either. Yeah, I assume we are legendary next turn, right? Yes, we are. Okay, so I want to be ready. Okay, let's go up here. I want to start the heated bath next turn. Alright, Wasset got its doctor. I really want jurisprudence. I think I'm getting an archive because it feels like I'm missing only a few points to get scholarship done next turn, as opposed to the turn after that. And of course, completing the archive will come with 20 extra research. So that's some of the value from the immediate payouts associated to city projects. So not something to neglect. 20 research might not seem much as a one shot, but it can help with your timing in such situations. Yeah, I think, Fluffy, that I did kill like 4 or 5 of their units and without losing anything in the previous session. So I had so in that sense I think I was winning. I'm not sure, I haven't counted, but yeah, I've been surprised with those results sometimes, so which is why I went with that pick, which wasn't obvious maybe. Right, I'm picking the civics there. Oh, a pair of units. Wire Slinger or the Chariot? I sort of lean toward the Chariot. Yeah, alright. Doing it. Manichaean Descent. I think I just have to accept it for now. Oh, militia wouldn't be the worst. Or favor, you have to pick an ambition for autarky at 46, and we are quite a ways away. I'm probably failing the ambition. Yeah, but yeah, 8 legitimacy is yeah. I might as well abandon it. What would be the penalty? Yeah, still positive. So, but like -8 legitimacy, just too much of a penalty. All right, jurisprudence. So we are aiming for guilds. We still want to improve our research in the meantime. So that will come with this new BAS on which we'll put an elder specialist. We want our... Alright, so I'm putting my palace here. There are no requirements anymore to have courthouse improvements necessitating an earlier level 1 adjacency that was removed. But I still get a big rebate on the cost, so minus 40%. Because I'm Egypt and I'm adjacent to improvement, and my governor is frugal on top, so this is a very cheap palace, as you can see, just 13 stone. I also want a library. I think I'm putting it here. That was really bad, these 2 tiles becoming sand just after I... Well, apparently made them eligible by cutting trees. Well, it felt sudden anyway. Let's just get more stone in the meantime. I sort of want to start legendary wonders as soon as possible, but I don't really have the stone to support that yet, so... we can improve our discontent and play into our poets and growth-based value. We could just accept the delay to get Master Poet to work on our civics in the meantime. Of course, we already spent the citizen, and getting civics out of the remaining citizens is still very valuable. Yeah, I want fortify, I believe. Fall back with my king and heal. Fortify and yeah, get back in our territory there. Can we improve our relations with Greece significantly? Actually, most of the negative opinion is because we just fought. We have minus 92 opinion from attacking and their units essentially. So maybe we can bridge that gap. Would we send our next caravan to Greece maybe in 3 turns? No, Greece is fighting Hatti. Oh, I hadn't picked up on that. That's excellent news indeed. If they are busy, that's still the best protection I can get. Yes. VP win would be hard work. Is there any possibility at you for all to win this game? Score does not look good compared to Carthage. I'm going for an ambition victory. So yes, that's something I should have explained last week as well. When playing OCC, that's the main victory condition. In some cases, you cannot even reach the VP threshold. It depends. You can always enrich with minor cities, but if you're on an island or too far from another landmass, there's probably a limit to that in many cases. So it's just not always possible. Might need to go on the offensive against Carthage if they get too many points to knock them back a bit. Yes. The main competition here is that I'm on a timer because AIs are going to win at 1 point, and I have to win before that, essentially. So that's the main challenge. I'm going for ambitions. We'll see what we can do. But yes, maybe I shouldn't like buff Carthage with caravans if they're going to be my main competition. I don't know about that. There's been quite a few war with AI. I think Babylon has been at war with... Well, they are still at war with Carthage. technically. I think they fought Hati as well previously. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Alright. Melaga is no longer healed. The drought has ended. Okay. Oh yeah, alright. So it's my stepmother who forced me to promise autarky to the people. I don't think we are going autarky, if I can help it. I should probably abandon that as soon as possible, possibly. Master Elder. We want a lot more walkers. I would really want to build a leader, but we have no heir. We are too old to get new kids. So probably the game will throw me an unpalatable adoption at one point, but looks like we are going to have to make do without builders, at least for the foreseeable future. So we'll probably have to bite the bullet and not wait until we get one on the throne before we get additional workers. Even without stacking them, that's still something we ought to be doing. Sorry, was drinking. The matriarch is ill. I guess should check opinions. Well, family opinion is fine, although I piled up quite a few penalty because I could afford it recently, so should probably still pay attention to that. Oh, okay, we don't have nearly as good relations with the Zoroastrian as we used to. My queen doesn't love me anymore, apparently. Alright, we got our Elder Poet. I kinda want to pick the big projects, but that's also unreasonable because I don't want to spend my stone at the moment. So okay, another chariot. Once I have the granary, I'll be making workers as promised. But I might as well wait to have the right setup for growth. We are getting some of our improvements. Library, heated bath, palace, which will give us more strength without doing much more, but okay, let's keep buying these tiles. I'm not sure if it's in our interest to block this passage to make peace with us more valuable, things like that. But alright, next turn, Walker. We are close to our 7th low, so we should consider that as well. We're not a judge anymore to simply upgrade our stronghold to a citadel though. That's still a time investment as well. The matriarch of paganism is severely healed, okay. Could get peace from the Thracians. Well, they are weaker and overseas, so I'll just take the XP. I'm still general of a slinger. I think... well, I guess any wisdom is good, but... Alright, so now that I assigned peace, I can use my mysterious sword. I'm pretty sure I already have a sword cult. Isn't that what this is? No, that's an Amazon cult. Yeah, I have a sword cult already, so maybe I could put another one here. But I'm probably not leading a new war right now. 700 gold doesn't seem worth it, not with the the crazy money we are making. Oh, they're up to crossbows. Yeah, I've never had 2 sword sculpt. Does that even work? Oh, yeah, new interface. So there we go, and yes, we have 2 sword cult. I'm not sure how intended that is, but cool, I suppose. I've never seen that before, so at any rate, that's not very common. Okay, wonders. So, in a normal game, I would rate the Heliopolis the best of all of these, but here in OCC, the Colosseum is the best value there is. Well, arguably, it's comparable with the Heliopolis in other contexts, depending on what else, but... Alright, and we started the Colosseum just like that, so we should probably start another wonder just like that. And what is this cost? Is it not accounting for engineering? Not in this menu, presumably. Yeah, alright, maybe it's this guy next turn then. Let's keep working on quarries in the meantime. Cheap quarries. Send my caravan. So do we try Greece? Yeah, we are almost back to neutral or positive with Greece. So maybe let's try that. And that will give us a little bit of visibility in their territory, a bit more. We explored early on, but that will clear the path toward their capital. And okay, once that is done with another light chariot. Yeah, we have monasticism, so I should really be getting some Zoroastrian disciples as well. I don't like that the worker takes 2 turns. I have some overflow, so despite the overflow it takes 2 turns. Yeah, okay, worker first, and we'll see what we do after that. Time to spend that cash. Royal Library giving you anything yet? Nope, I don't have connectivity, so I should have sent that caravan way earlier, because connectivity with Greece, I expect, is the easiest one because of the sea, so we'll see if we can sign peace with them. We still have peace with Carthage and Babylon, but we are not connected to them, quite obviously, so I should be working on at least some form of road network up there. I haven't done that though. Yeah, so I'm silly. I have a state religion. Monotheism would be worth one order. I didn't adopt it because I thought I didn't have a state religion. I just forgot what we were doing last time, apparently. Oh, the Greeks are back to Hungary because they've converted. Alright, a bit late. I don't want tyranny. We can certainly deal with 1 rebel unit, I suppose. Sure. Okay, rebel slinger. Oh, all our workers are slower. That's not good. That's our last chance to get an improvement at normal speed. Because the worker is LC, that won't last. And I'm getting an academy out of that. Well, I guess slow quarry then. And okay, let's kill this person. Yeah, I'd like to get the XP on my king, so that way I'm not getting a crit. And that's some more XP. This slinger is gaining 91 XP per turn, so I should probably rotate my king to another unit just to not lose out on the XP. Or I suppose it converts into training as a consequence. So yeah, training isn't so bad. at one point I want to upgrade things and use training in general, so it's not such a bad thing. Yeah, let me buy this tile, actually. Gain more visibility. Oh, the medians! Well, come in! Come in, come in. We don't have anything better to do with our orders than to deal with the medians, so might as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have all the levels already on this unit, but probably. It's been a few turns, so... Are the medians moving in? No, okay. That's cool. Did I send a caravan to Babylon without thinking I was clicking on Greece? Because that's what it looks like at the moment. Convert to Zoroastrianism, but why would I... What's their state religion? They are Zoroastrian. Why would they hate me for that? Well, I suppose everyone is somewhat likely to die anyway, but... A court merchant. Okay. We are rich, so let's pay for courtiers if we can certainly afford it. So, all right. Okay, we'll have our worker next turn. Converting the hair. How much does this matter? They're at war with Carthage, so I don't have to be very worried about them, probably. So let's party on the future, I suppose. Let's it doesn't look like we get extra training compared to what the UI reports to us. Or not yet. After all, we only have 2 visible promotions, so certainly we have 1 or 2 more banks, I suppose, assume. Imagine. Oh, okay, so we are max level here. Well, if there's some training generated, I'm not seeing it, or maybe I'm not counting correctly. So we should expect 873 training in the bank next turn. Alright, which is the next one? The Pantheon should be pretty good. Or the Heliopolis, if we well, the Heliopolis first, right. How much? How much for an Heliopolis? 1 more turn is the first step there. Unfortunate. Okay, jurisprudence in 3 turns. Oh, yeah, okay, the Elder Doctor is still valuable, so I'll do that and get my disciple for the Shrinism while it's my state religion. Heal some workers a bit. Uh, oh no, okay, no, we are getting a lot more training. We were expecting 873. Our ambassador died. That's not great. We are healed. I don't think we want to offend Greece more than they are, so there you go. And our ambassador died. I almost want to steal the ore tile from these guys. Okay, the plague is ended, but our unit will remain plague for 2 years. So alright, I'm just starting the Heliopolis, I believe. Buying most of it. I need to secure it even more than I need to complete it. So if you zoom in on a unit when the turn is changing over, it will actually show training generating over their head if they're max health. Oh, alright, I could be looking at the pop on top, but there was a lot of that going on with the plague, so you see all the... Yeah, okay. That's a good point, I could be checking about that. Alright, still I think XP, like actual XP directly on my unit is valuable too. I'm not seeing quite must pick promotions yet though, so maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Alright, 19, but still a bit sniffy. I'd like everyone to be full health though, so alright, I'll invest in that. Hopefully they are losing 1 HP from the plague and then getting back up with the auto heal. Well, no auto heal because I just explicitly healed. Alright, so that was useless. He said, still doing it with the rest of his units. Okay, jurisprudence into turn, so we'll try a new style guild soon enough. Pick the Elder Scribe. The main reason I'm not getting more specialists is because I might as well get straight up Elders out of them, since that's coming in 2 turns. And hello, Cyan, yes, indeed. Hachi has begun... oh, the Colossus, okay. Well, that wasn't my top priority, but yeah, would have been nice. Got to get them all right. Alright, let's get more penalty for not having kids, and I'm offered to adopt this frugal diplomat. Frugal diplomat, really? No. We'll see what happens. I might come to regret that decision. I'm just being spiteful, essentially. Alright, quarry. Yeah, let's try for Greece again. And yes, we've cleared the path to Pella, so... yeah, ideally we'd want peace with these guys. For that, our best bet would probably be to adopt their religions, but their religion hasn't spread to us, so it's not an option. How much for a pantheon? Yeah, this time I'm seeing the rebate. Oh yes, okay, it was for this menu that I wasn't seeing the complete price. Yeah, I'm not starting it immediately, is the conclusion I'm reaching. Buying for all the stone is a bit much. I got my Elder Scribe, Jurisprudence next turn. Let's grab a quick Disciple. And yeah, I'm nabbing the ore. These new minions don't seem to be doing very much of anything. Not sure how much I can rely on that staying the case, but for now anyway, they've left us somewhat alone. Okay, university to be started next turn. I probably won't have a healthy worker to do that. Yeah, I think I'll take the time to heal this one. Yeah, that's a good ambassador though. Or better, the opinion bonus does double duty, so yeah, that makes things a lot better already. But we really want to improve our relations with the Jewish population, 82 years old and eating our guts. That is most unfortunate. Why not start wonders now? Sell some food. You are ridiculously rich. Yeah. Yes, I could sell the food. That is true. Tribute to Hati. Well, I'm definitely paying tribute to Hati if I have to. Especially if I if I manage to convince Greek of paying tribute to me. So, alright, that's not doing much. So these events are very impactful because I scale with the number of city. But here in OCC, well, not so much. Alright, I'm taking the legitimacy. So let me heal my workers. And same, I'm delaying one more turn essentially. Okay. So autarky. Autarky is at Latin sale and that requires cartography along the way. So I need metaphysics and cartography anyway. I also need coinage. I think I'm going coinage first. Sovereignty, there's value in sovereignty as well. Of course, there's always value in sovereignty. Yeah, I think that more standard play is maybe to be preferred. Okay, let's start our Zoroastrian stuff. Do I want more than one disciple? At the moment I cannot like work on multiple improvement, I cannot stack them because I'm not a builder, so it's not so clear that additional disciples will have value. I could get more workers, or I'm being silly, I want guilds right now, and monotheism right now. It's only one order, but I can get the value from everything else as well. And let's get the Elder Doctor right now. And we'll get more Elder Specialists everywhere. I would really want 2 barracks to get immediate Elder Officers as well now. Or often ambition are offered if you use the provided option and choose XP. Typically the game won't leave you without an ambition picked for more than 5 turns. Okay, sovereignty. Alright, some truth. Oh, our governor has died. Our intelligent, frugal judge. Could take peace with the tribe. Not sure how much we value that, but we could. Alright, none of these choices super strongly appeal, although there is value in doctrine. Tolerance would enable us to make more disciple. I would like to get a spread from Judaism, especially as it's a religion of 2 nations. But I have no agency on that. So this is on the way to Portcullis. That would make value out of cartography, and I'm going for cartography at one point. I'm wondering if I should abandon autarky just to get another pick, or not, in terms of ambition play at the moment. I'll check when Christianity and Manichaeism was founded, but this was started on the mainstream, so I'm not sure I'm not sure we had the changes you are looking to see at the moment in the game, in this game specifically. Village Chariot, free exotic fur. I'm not interested in that. No, I think we need forestry at one point. Okay, let me check the timeline. Judaism was founded on turn 8 by Hatti, as they do. Zoroastrianism was founded on turn 19 by Carthage. Christianity was founded on turn 37 by Babylonia. And Manichaeism on turn 48 by Carthage. So this doesn't look outrageous to me, but... Oh, the tooltip will tell me the date, yeah. Yeah, sorry for my UI inefficiency there. I'm picking the XP, the Silk, and as a new governor or leader is probably our best candidate. Severely Hill as they are. Yeah, even if it lasts for one turn, that's 50 science, so sure. Yeah, I get confused between the patches, but I think the clerics changes just arrived on main. It still paints a natural founding picture. Yes, true. I hadn't picked up on that, but the only clerics nation is me, and I'm playing OCC with sages, so yeah, good point. Yeah, I don't want to get into a whole design discussion there, but those dates look decent to me. So presumably it would be quicker if there were more nations as well, more players. This is a medium map, so there are we are 5 all told. Okay, my workers are hurt again. Where am I getting my university? I'm really disappointed that these two. I was assuming temperate, probably only arid tile, but forested would be usable, but they're not. Yeah, adjacency to resources probably asking too much. Yeah, I'm still letting these two guys heal. Because that will be one turn of delay no matter what, so might as well accept that. Alright, Elder Philosopher on the library first, that's yeah, that's a fun option. Alright. And that makes my turn, I believe. Unless I'm going to fight the Numidians, but I'm not, like... That's not an emergency at the moment, so maybe not. Yeah, Wasset already received the silk, so I can use it for my family directly, or maybe to placate another nation. Yeah, this is not looking too bad, but it's not looking great either. And we have a change of ruler anyway. The schemer leader died, and we now have a judge. Alright. Soren has arrived. Yeah, civics boost, of course. Alright, university, wherever. Pantheon. How much for the Hagia Sophia? A lot of money. Yeah, I'm not getting that out of my food, I believe, not without trade leagues. Well, I guess I could sell all of it. Yeah, but I still want some more. And I need my barracks as well. A pair of elder officers would be very welcome. Okay, first elder philosopher, second one. Alright, we are all blind, adopted Severly Hill, no heirs. Succession has been funky in my last playthrough, with my original line quite often dying off very early. Here that would be our second adoption. Well, we had an opportunity not so long ago. Okay, our queen is dying. We are no longer dying, however. Yeah, no, Zealot and Divine Rule is not what I'm going for. Can I take this penalty? I think I can afford it. So sure, I'll take the Courage. Hi Nestor, welcome to the stream. Yeah, she's on the way to Portcullis. Having additional consular would, yeah, consulars would help us. So let's do that. We have still some options for specialists at the moment. 2 years. Feels expensive. Alright, let me spend some of my stone in a treasury. And yeah, we can build up our overflow and do that better soon, hopefully. Oh, of course, we have negative charisma, so by appointing our leader as a governor, we get like science and money payout, but our civics production, our ability to just spit out specialists has gone way down. So yeah, I suppose I should explain some of that. Quite a few of the manipulations I'm doing. I mean, ultimately I want a treasury too, but here if I get it before I get an elder specialist, I will have more overflow and I will get a specialist in 1 turn. So this is the main focus. The big limitation when you have only one city is that you have only 1 build queue. So you want everything to be produced very efficiently, hurried or with super high production. So you want to up your civics production, whatever the strategy you're using to do that, as early as possible. It's true in any big core city, even in normal play, but it's that much more important in OCC. It's not like you can have 3 core cities and then if they get elder specialists in 3 turns is okay. You want to do everything in 1 turn as much as possible. So getting that up is important, and it makes such kind of plays. Well, I do that because I don't need all my production to do it, so I will be able to use a little bit more to bridge the gap. What I'm missing to get an elder specialist in 1 turn, the turn after, becomes that much more important. You can always do these kinds of small optimizations, but in OCC they can pay off a lot more. I mean, it's obvious, right? You have a single city, that's your main limitation. Your build queue is what you need to prioritize above all. And of course, you still want to get everything as quick as possible. So 1 turning improvements, all of that, which is why you want a builder, because of the that timing, their efficiency in terms of the efficiency they have in execution. Can I just kill this idiot here? Hopefully, yes. Alright, our disciple is done here. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of everything, but I feel I will need to get some lumber mills at one point. Probably not my most focused play though. Yeah, if I'm keeping autarky, I should really make a play for it. So let's go there. All right, new caravan. The opinion of the Greeks has vastly improved. I think I'm sending my caravan this way. Oh, because of the hurricane, they are going overland. so it will be a bit slower than usual, this caravan. And of course our movement on the coastline is slow as well. Alright, let's go for it. I assume we are able to kill that guy. There's probably more coming for me though, so we need to pay attention next turn. The disciple can sleep for now until we get to doctrine or vaulting. And yes, we'll have things to repair. Okay, we can get the Elder Monk directly, so let's do that. That seems a little bit crazy, the guild's bonus at the moment, right? So yes, indeed, we are getting attacked in the south. Carthage declare war on Babylonia again. And our queen has died. Mercenary archer, okay, yes, we are paying. So everything that gives you extra free unit and things like that, that allows you to go over the no more than 1 per turn limit, essentially, is awesome. Is even more valuable in OCC. So, all right, standing on forest feels way better. That's for sure. These are melee units though, so it doesn't change anything. Alright, that's a bit better. This worker should be repairing my bath really, so let's start to do that. Okay, I got my additional monk. So I would spend a lot for any religious spread at this point. I'd be going tolerance to be able to make the disciples and get the improvement, but given that I can get an elder monk in 1 turn from the improvement completion, you better believe I wouldn't hesitate. Okay, I'm not getting religious spread because I have decent. I've ignored that mechanic for a long time, and now I'm being stupid. I forget that it prevents additional spreads, so I should be dealing with that with a lot more diligence. Apparently I almost lost my spear. Okay, Greece is changing wars again. We should probably pay attention to that. Oh, it's good being humble here. Okay. 2 citizens, sure. That works if I'm getting the Via Recta Souk, but that's not in the game, so it's not happening. This is definitely doable, so I'm picking that. 100 urban tile is kind of a meme ambition. It's very hard to achieve in OCC, and pretty much impossible if you don't have a builder leader, because there's way fewer than 100 urban improvements in the game. So even if you get all of them, you're not getting 100. So minor cities can help, but it's still a long shot at best. Okay, so we're still a tactician after all. Probably not getting that. I wonder if I want all Spain. In this case, possibly. It's good, but not enough. Okay, let's buy the order. This is enough. Okay, we don't have descent anymore, I hope. So we might get lucky and get a religious spread. Let's hope for it. I feel silly for having forgotten that mechanic and played myself into a situation in which I couldn't get one without realizing. But yeah, hopefully we get a spread from Greece. We need them happier with us, and adopting their religion would really help. So that's a bit of that. We could adopt a chancellor next turn. Not really our priority at the moment. Okay, now going autarky. We're still in metaphysics, cartography, Latin sail. Is urban improvement or urban tiles? It's urban tiles. So you can definitely do it with a builder, but if you don't have a builder, you cannot get just urban tiles. So you have to get a urban improvement. So that's why it's an ambition you can only accomplish in one city challenge if you have a builder at least at one point. Maybe you got one early and went a bit wild with the urban tiles, but otherwise, yes. Yeah, sorry, I'm mixing considerations that have that are OCC related with considerations that are not. So I'm possibly being a bit confusing there. Sorry about that. I want to start my market right now. Yeah, I might as well just get it here. Okay. Next one, the Hagia Sophia, Circus Maximus. How much for Circus Maximus? Well, that's probably comparable. Circus Maximus will ask for more food, I believe. Yeah. So it will actually be a lot cheaper. Okay, might as well go on a flat tile. Alright, actually, yes. Very much cheaper. Okay, we are getting a lock on our wonders. It will take some time for them to complete and our ambition to register and all that, but in the meantime, that's still good. What's our civics production? It's 141. So in OCC, you want to get above 100 as early as possible. And I know that's a bit of an arbitrary cutoff. You actually want a lot more than that, but at least when you are on 100 civics, like raw production, discounting overflow, that means that if you go festivals or decrease or something like that on 100 civics, then you will accumulate overflow and be able to complete things more efficiently. So my heirs died. This guy wasn't adopted, but he came to the throne somewhat. So my original heir was kidnapped by one of my courtiers, so he never got to the throne. This guy was adopted instead because that was my only kid. He was already a bit old when he was adopted. Got just one kid then, which was this guy, who inherited somewhat old as well. So it's just the bad dynasty stuff. Yeah. I think it's just bad luck, but I had that in a few consecutive games recently. So, but yeah, I feel it's more often that I get just a brand new dynasty with a bit of a war in the middle of my games because my line died out. So one city and one family means not many characters. Full stop. Yes, yes, absolutely. That's possibly part of the explanation. I went on another OCC spree, which maybe makes these scenarios more probable. Yeah, and the plague and everything. I'm not sure if I got an early plague though. I don't quite remember. We should probably check the timeline. Metaphysics, can I cartography in one turn? I cannot. I think we are favoring Greece over Babylon. Is that right? Yes, it is. Legitimacy and orders. Well, orders doesn't do much for us. If we were an elite, we would be banking them, but that's not the case. Alright, that's all for 100. That's just 100, and I want to rotate quickly because I really need to get a move on if I actually want autarky. And for that, I need cartography and Latin sail. And Latin sail isn't cheap, so I'm going for the archer just to rotate quickly. I already waited too long. My king is 63, not heal at the moment, but these things don't last, unfortunately. Alright, remaining walker, damaged. The Hagia Sophia is the last one, right? Okay, let's wait one turn. That seems reasonable in that context. And let's get our project, since we need them for one of our ambitions as well. It's Burning Stone, but we have to do it. That's the path we opted for. We are not winning this with victory points, so... That can be done in some cases, by the way, to give a fuller answer about that, winning one C challenge with victory points or even conquest. But that's piling up a second challenge on top of the original one for sure. And of course, one of them was the matriarch of the regions that hit me. I have a family of about 6 characters strong, drop 22 characters after a plague. Yeah, it can be brutal. And of course, one of them was the matriarch of the religion that hated me. Ugh. One of the survivors, I assume, with the tone you're using. Discovered 3 archer. Yeah, sure. Cartography. So I could marry a 39 years old Thracian or a 39 years old hero. Yeah, I don't get anything very significant from that, so I'm definitely marrying here. But anyway, 39 is too old to bear children, unless I get super lucky with an event or something. We'll see. Maybe the game will take pity on me and offer me a chance at a miracle birth or something. Yes, the religion swapped. Yes, yes. Yeah. The people who hate you survive, and then they get to a position of power. Sounds like Old World to me. So I hear you. I relate. Walker. So Hagia Sophia, we are saying, all right. Fluffy is telling me I am immensely rich. I'm essentially Switzerland, and I should stop dallying around here. If we are going for Latin sail, that's a lot of money I'm not getting, but okay. Alright, we are done with wonders now. We can adopt philosophy and everything. Is that true? Yeah, I'm probably not like killing cities to restart the wonders on my own terms. We are getting the Colosseum next turn, by the way. So yeah, sure, philosophy now. So most of the value of engineering, if you don't discount bridges, comes from the wonder cost reduction. So now getting philosophy is better for me. Makes it easier to get the urban specialist I'm actually focusing on, so that makes sense. Elder Scribe will help boost my civics that little bit further. And we should be on our way with two elder monks and the full line of scribes and all of that. Even my poor charisma shouldn't be too much of a blocker for play. Actually feels like a strong learning tool outside of being a challenge mode. I think all challenges are actually strong learning tools. Self-imposed rule set, but the game Alcaraz proposed, for instance, I see them as learning tools, and it's really not that far from the constraint of OCC. Here, that there is a special kind of optimization that it drives you toward, and it's a bit tricky enough to piece it all out together, I would say. Not that it's like crazy idea, there are just strong principle, but just your execution needs to be at least decent to be able to manage OCC, I believe. So yes, it is a learning tool, I believe, and I quite enjoy it and the peculiarities. So it has a way of it's relaxing. I don't know if that makes sense for me to play one city challenge, because I can focus on a single thing, and I know I'm fragile. I have to be careful with my diplomacy. Early war is typically not an option, or it's an option you're looking to survive, not to make gains out of. Things like that. But I think it's quite enjoyable, and it definitely showcases aspects of the game that are still present in all the games, but maybe not so easy to see. Yeah, that's a lot of Greeks. So that's why you can see me checking opinions and diplomacy a lot, and wishing that Judaism would spread to me just so that I could cozy up to the Greeks a bit better. I think I'm spending the civics for that. Next step of my project, sure. I'm pretty sure we got forestry, which was a detour, and then I did nothing with it, so that was particularly silly. But yeah, I get what you see. I think it's also it's a good learning tool. OCC indeed, because you kind of have to leverage what you have. So your family choice, for instance, is as important or more important than your nation choice. So it typically conditions what you're doing with your nation choice. All right, so okay. So I was picking the scholar mostly to rotate my stack quickly. That's why I checked the cost. I wanted a cheap courtier, not a 601 or something like that, to get the overflow. This is a 1000 science stack, but I'm still getting it in one turn, despite producing about a third of that, because I have refused to spend my science over a few turns before and accumulated the production from these turns, essentially, to be spent right now. I'm letting this guy alone so that they will heal and be a bit more efficient. What is this about? Okay, I just got a bastard, apparently a kid, that I now have to legitimize. What happened? Is that another event I haven't read? Might be, right? I cannot undo, so maybe I just like click through without realizing the consequences, and I apologize for everyone that irritates. So I'm marrying my illegitimate daughter that appeared, I don't know where they are from. I'm wondering if it's a trap. As it's based on event, it's probably a trap. That might misfire, and there's probably a funny conclusion on that will kill everyone. Mhm. Alright. Yeah, okay. I don't really want it, but I don't want to just estrange the guy I just named ambassador, so... can you get a personal union over Carthage? I don't understand what you mean. Yeah, but I don't know what happened when I do that. Does my daughter join Carthage later? If this kid die, am I still betrothed and so unable to marry until my death? And whatever. Yeah, well, I don't know where that was imported from, but yeah, yeah. Essentially, I'm making an uninformed decision, is what I'm saying, and I don't like it. All right. Okay, finish those projects. All right, so we have a kid that is illegitimate here. I don't know where she was born from. She's betrothed, so which I can only imagine is more of a limitation than anything else. I suppose we can legitimize them at the last possible moment, right? So maybe let's wait and see if the events progress. If you remember, 18 years later, and neither of them die first. Yes. Try it and find out what could go wrong. Well, I could play my next 5 game on stream on no event. Is one thing that could happen. Greece is full of beautiful people that we all love. Surely. Well, I hope this explodes in the face of someone else. It's a lot of longbows, quite a few onagers, a lot of idiots, crossbows. Ugh. Okay, we got our low. All right, so we adopt autarky because we have an ambition. Thank you, game. And we go trade league because we like that better. But that's one ambition done. We are still missing one, so we want to expedite the archive one as quickly as possible. And for myself, I want access to a spy master. So let's get there. All right, and that's one of these. Do I need this spot specifically for something? No, I don't think so. Still, in the meantime, why didn't I get my last shrine? What took me there? I don't know. Alright, the grocer. Staging AI is scary because, no, you know, the only real reason a seat of unit will be on your border is because you're a target. Yeah, I don't know where they're going with that. Quite possibly for me, though. So, let's see if we can... no, they're not friendly. We need them friendly to try to get peace. Pleased, sorry, not friendly. Friendly is for alliance, and also need a diplomat. Alright. Okay, ambassador. So now we no longer owe you a favor. That wasn't so huge, but okay. Alright. Got a swordsman. Alright. Please, Carthage. Feel free to cross my territory and go fight with Greece. Is that so you're feeling at the moment? This is scary. They have more crossbows than I have workers. That red number is an affront to my senses. Which red number? This one? Yeah, it doesn't mean that much. But yeah. Yeah, I'll try to remember and keep it on -1 at best, just for you, Nestor. I should send them gifts and all that. The red number will become painful and significant if I try to like make a lot of units that require wood, like my unique units and other things. Please no. Alright, just get offered an alliance with Carthage. I hope they're already at war with someone. Are quite close to winning. We must not delay on our way. So alright, that's our second ambition there. Our crowning ambition is done as soon as we complete another wonder. So that should be the Pantheon, I think, the next one. Or the Heliopolis in 4 turns. Cannot accelerate that without a builder, so a builder on the throne, I mean. Do I want to do something with my disciples in the meantime? Maybe. I think it's an alliance, right? It's not. That's what I had in mind. I even refused a tribal alliance in the first stream just because that's not the kind of stuff I wanted really to play, to showcase for this game. But I don't really have a chance, and I cannot really estrange people from Carthage, so okay, alright, that's it. Okay, we have plenty of landmarks now. Becoming... Who are you? Disappointed scholar. Okay, a courtier. She's possibly one of the good candidates for... No, she's a judge. I'm silly. For a spy master. This is an extortionate price for science, but okay. Who is this guy? No attribute, no archetype, no nothing. I have the feeling this dude will instantly disappoint me. Okay, still no archetype. Alright, alright, I adopted someone. We'll see what comes of it. We have some a choice of Froning scholars to be named as Spy Master. Alright. We should be able to still research. Carthage is the most valuable target. Greece is almost even more frightening at the moment. They're not at war with anyone, and that's really scary. Really scary. Okay, a few turns for me to complete my ambitions, please. That's all I'm asking for. Should be pacifying while I'm at it. That's still 5% science. And send them gifts and all that. Well, trade missions. Yeah. Okay, caravan mission. Orator. Orator is very unhelpful, Khufu. Oh! Battle chickens. Well, let's go for it, I suppose. Okay, Bodkin arrows and ballistics, barding and infantry square. I think we are closer to Bodkin arrow and ballistics than to barding and infantry square. Pretty much for sure. 100 your tile is not happening. You're not getting builders, so. Alright. So on our way. We got our citadel. And the garrison is, yeah, alright, is valuable, but not crazily so. I sort of want the shrine though. And yeah, I never took my side, so Carthage looks like they want it for themselves now, and I should probably do something about that too. Alright. Greece again. It takes more work to placate Greece. Let's send them silk. And the trade mission. Alright, we are done with our projects. We can get back to specialists. I want the Elder Shopkeeper for the growth. Well, I want the Elder everything. But I'm still limited by time. Even getting one full specialist per turn. That's still a constraint I have to... that has to be accounted for, essentially. We cannot be ignored. Alright, I'll grab it as a minor city just because I don't really need it. None of my victory plans rely on that, but still important. New guild is amazing. Yeah, probably a bit too much, we'll see. In OCC it's definitely like changing everything for sure. In normal game you probably will get, well, I guess many players play for 160 turns, so 160 turns it will be incredible, yeah. Because you will have many cities pumping Elder Specialists in one turn, no doubt. Okay, the drought continues to... Oh! Alright. Alright, so that's good news. Okay, Judaism. No, I need doctrine. Okay. Or to adopt it as a state religion, but I'm taking a risk with it, with Carthage. But Carthage is already happy with me. So changing state religion right now probably makes sense diplomatically. Why do they hate me that much? Oh, I'm impious. I'm not following the religion. And I'm loyal and they're deceitful. Is that what's happening? Yes, it is. That's almost... I should abdicate, maybe? Okay, that's toward ballistics. That's a minor increment to my security, although it's not going to change anything with the unit carpets they have. That lets me do something with my disciples, which maybe shouldn't be a priority at all, even if Elder Priests and all that. I think I want to get more value of Judaism if I go there. Yeah, I'm not sure that's so good, but okay. All right, we have a lumber mill. I hope you feel better already, Nestor. Okay, well, alright, let's try to survive that. So we are going Doctrine. I really don't like the idea that I'm not getting that in one turn anyway. 600, 400. Yeah, okay, I'm going Machinery first. Because it's on the way to Ballistics. And we shouldn't delay. Even simply for victory point reason, they are quite strong. Oh, I'm probably letting both of these bonuses go. Alright, got more research. Okay, we need land consolidation for Botkinaro, so and manor and all that. We need a lot more. This is a matter of principles. I don't need this minor city to be quite clear there. But I'm still going for it. I would have preferred this one, for instance, but probably harder to minor. And of course, Greece didn't just let us do that. Oh my. Aren't you at war, Carthage? Are they ferrying insane amounts of unit up there, or are they just declaring war but not acting on it? They have drawbones and everything. They are not like disembarking in Babylon. Yeah, I'm a bit confused, I must say, by the diplomatic landscape of this game. Okay, we just said we can adopt. No, we just didn't go for doctrine, so that's another thing. Yeah, I suppose we are in a tech race. I should really be getting the philosopher over the officer anyway. Alright, and should we adopt Judaism anyway right now? I think we should actually. They will still hate us though, but a bit less. Who am I at war? Okay, I'm at war with Jewish nations, the Vandals. Alright, if I had an opportunity to piece them out, I should probably take it. But typically, trucing out a tribe costs legitimacy, so I don't really want that. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's try to just clench and hope for one more turn before we can play there. I think you won't be able to minor that city unless that conscript moves. Yeah, we need to buy that tile. But we are at peace with Carthage, so I should be able to send a unit on the same time, at the very least a civilian unit. Trade order, tech, okay. We got Heliopolis. So there, that's a minor city. Should be able to swap places with units in an alliance. Even in neutral territory? But anyway, I got it, so. Okay, so that's the direct road to monasticism, to my ambition. I think it's more important to stay at peace. They still need 11 victory points each, which can go very quickly, but it's even more important that no one's declared on me. That's probably not good in the long run for Greece, but I don't think I can hold them off despite the passes if they declare at the moment. Even if Carthage does something at the end and it's not a good idea, but Carthage is at war with Babylon and staying in their territory on my border at the moment, so I'm not sure if everything is working as intended there. Yeah. Alright, trade mission with Greece. I really don't feel like I should be buying stone, but I suppose I can afford it. So alright, let's buy the opinion. Okay, please, that's good. Let's start a peace mission. So alright, we are getting... I didn't pay attention, but we got connected with Carthage. So we are getting 43 science a turn from the Royal Library at the moment, and from one Babylonian city as well. Managers in your territory if you're actually concerned of an attack. I have a hard time seeing Greece getting through those mountains. Yeah, but either I'm getting 12 on Edger in 12 turns, which doesn't help if my concern is in 2 turns. And sure, I can defend, but it's important that I also that I win. So long run, even on OCC, you can get such awesome production that you can do everything. But yeah, we are seeing value out of the Royal Library. I think that's cool. But I mostly don't want them to declare war on me. And even if I can hold that and everything, then if they figure out that boats exist, they can still be a big threat. And I assume at one point they will. Earlier on, they didn't have ships apparently. Well, I didn't see any, but yeah, and for them it's one big sea from Hatti to me, so that circumvent their territory. Alright, yes, let's celebrate the Heliopolis indeed. At least we are living old, right? We are having a poor succession, but we are also living long, so that helps a bit. Yeah, I think we are getting whatever we can, so let's... we're not getting the citizen pump anymore, but we have so many specialists now that it hardly matters. We'll get the next Elder Shopkeeper for even more awesome growth next turn. Next caravan in 2 turns. But yeah, we could be pumping military units and doing that, but that's not the normal... let's say the first thing I think people finding out about OCC, trying it, should be trying to do. You should try to avoid military conflict. Is probably the first thing to be played, probably in that context, or to be tried. Okay, if you're lucky, we're getting peace with Greece, and that should come with awesome value from the Royal Library, so we can follow the adventures of the Royal Library from now on. Yeah, one more VP for Greece this turn. Okay, new king in Babylon. We got doctrine. We can get engineering. Yeah, well, alright. I suppose we can swap again back and forth, but there's no value in engineering for now, not anymore. 3 horse archer, 3 horsemen, of course we want manor. So in particular, if I was going for some form of military play in one city challenge, I would be picking most of the bonus cards for unit production, just because any extra unit I can get on top of my queue is just extra good. Very quickly when you get into the, well, we are 110, but I'd say around turn 90 when you start to typically you will one turn at least with civics and maybe with in some context with other kind of productions as well. You any additional thing per turn you can get, the turn becomes a relevant unit, like things per turn. You are capped at one production in your city, so any event that gives you an extra warrior, slinger, whatever, it's always valuable because there's no way you're getting 2 of that in one turn without events. So same for the bonus cards and all of that. Here, I'm racing to my ambition, so I'm trying to be efficient with that. Manor on the way to Bodkin Arrow, and sorry, yes. I sort of know the tech tree, so I'm not displaying it, but I'm going Manor because I need it for Bodkin Arrow. I'm just saying that I know it, but I forgot that I also need Battle Line for Bodkin Arrow. And for ballistics, I need hydraulics, so I was going machinery and this line for that too. But those are the picks I'm doing. I'm going as directly as I can toward this ambition, because that's our victory. I suppose I could placate Babylon just on principles and swap back to philosophy immediately, but I don't want to, so I won't. We just got Doctrine, so next turn I want to start this temple. Let me wake up this guy to get a temple. Tolerance. I want a pair of Jewish disciples, most likely. Alright, let's kill this person. Alright, 1 lumber mill at a time, Nestor, 1 lumber mill at a time. We'll get there in the end. Maybe. Alright. Yeah, probably they don't declare war. Probably I can coast to my ambition. But still, I'm trying to keep it straight as an OCC game, so I think that works. I did an OCC conquest recently, so with a bit special circumstances. Some of that was the map draw. I was playing random map script and I got multiple continents, which is probably helpful for that specific challenge, which is, I think, definitely helpful. Probably depends on the rest of the configuration as well. And I had deactivated other victory conditions, so I wasn't in a race with AI. I was just telling myself, if you want this game to ever end, you have to kill everyone. Which is easier to do, for sure. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we are getting our piece. So 70 research from the Royal Library now. Yeah, well, definitely valuable. Oh, it's very hard to resist. But okay, if we're racing to our ambition, let's be dedicated. I'm ignoring even the double longbow and going straight for hydraulics, which is one of the prerequisites. And let's keep working on the Greece opinion to secure our game. Get our temple. Our fair was just started. We need our ranges still. So okay, let's get the ranch here. Well, I suppose I have no reason to avoid the river satire for a garrison. And who else? Okay, another lumber mill. And this Jewish disciple. Where am I sending them? So there is a bit of a Manichaean quarter here with a monastery and a temple. A Zoroastrian one with monastery temple here. Well, sort of want to send them in that direction, but of course it's sand, so I cannot build there. Well, I suppose the monastery is the one I want the most, so let's do that. Okay, Jewish descent, conscript, XP, yeah, okay, let's get the conscript. Oh, I can confess my sins. Oh, I hate confessing my sins, but okay. Alright, this disciple is useless. I'm not getting anything because there's no... Well, I could put the temple here, I suppose, in a completely separate spot. Not adjacent, and then I'd need... I don't know where I'd put a cathedral. Well, I'm maybe not getting up to cathedral anyway, so... But okay, growth first. I should have been pacifying from time to time, which I haven't done. Sure, I'm taking my secrets to my grave. Alright. I suppose for what I can do to try to look a bit less puny, improve my militia to... my militias, sorry, to conscripts. And alright, maybe we should be doing something about this situation here. This nonsense has been lasting long enough, maybe. Oh, and still research. From... Yeah, I have more of a buffer, an opinion buffer with Carthage anyway, so... what your science is, I can tell. Do you mean the amount? I'm getting 559 per turn. And yeah, sorry, this is flickering during AI turn. There's some recomputation occurring. 589 now. And I am doomed. Oh, and we can get peace with the Vandals, which would improve opinion with the Jews, because the Vandals are Jewish. The Prince and the Orator can marry a Vandal for that. I think I'm taking it though. Which makes me the Great, just in time, apparently. Alright, alright. And there you go, Botkinaro. So I'm ignoring all the insanely strong bonus cards. But you have to put that in perspective that I'm going toward my victory here, which is an ambition. That's the only reasonable path to victory that I have. And I cannot delay too much. There are up to 46 and 45 victory points at the moment. So I have to go there. I cannot like delay indefinitely. Alright, that was a poor play. Alright. And yeah, I suppose I'm getting Elder Specialist. Well, this 15 culture shrine needs to be improved. Of course, an Acolyte does the same thing, wherever you put it, no matter the shrine. But I kinda like this shrine. I had to fight hard at the beginning of the game against tribes and barbarians and even Greeks to keep it online and running with its awesome culture production. So, and this culture production is because, of course, it's adjacent to 3 mountains, but that would be just, I think, 5 culture with the bonus from the 2 originally. But we have 2 religions with mythology. We could pump out Manichaean disciple and develop the religion just to get the theologies in the meantime and all that, but it's really not worth it in this situation. It's not worth it because the game is getting to its conclusion. Not that theologies are not strong; they are very strong. All right, let's go. Let's go to the end game. Well, I'm not done yet. But Kinaro is the first one of the tech. I still need ballistics, and I don't think I'm one-turning ballistic. I won't have the overflow anymore. And there's a good chance it will be on offer because it wasn't last turn. But yeah, 3 turns. Alright, so that should be my last tech, completing the ambition and the game. Completing it as a legacy. Alright. Yeah, I'd be happy to take a truce, but I really want this spot, so... I could get a free slavery out of it in celebration. I'm charming, so that won't happen. And there's no Numidians anymore. This was their last spot. No, it wasn't. I just don't see where they are, or this is a bug. I'm pretty sure they should still be there if they still exist, no matter if I can see the city or not. Do you want a bug report, my good Fluffy? I'm sending that. Sorry. Whoop. Diplomacy event with Numidian. Can I get that? Not invalidated after the apparent conquest. I don't know if that's normal or not, but okay. Alright. Yeah, and I don't know if that will bug out on me or what will happen. I still get a report that I'm at truce with them, so I suppose that's still valid at that point. Not sure why. Alright, choose a new governor. We are putting our new king just on general principles. We can work on a ranch, we can get lumber mills, water mills and windmills, but yeah, okay. I'll get one more lumber mill for Nestor, maybe. That's the least I can do for long-term members, players and viewers. And one more acolyte as well, on principles. I'm saying on principles because it doesn't really matter at this point. The 2 VPs from the minor city don't really matter, none of that. I'm going for my victory, and there's not much chance that this will be disturbed at this point. But I'm still going through the motion, essentially. Alright? I must say, no matter how good the guilds is, at one point you'll still want to switch to elites though, because stacking orders is also a staple and a very strong ability that you want in World City Challenge. Because if you want to get to war with an AI that will be way larger, more advanced, well, more advanced, at one point you will catch up, but larger with many units and all that, you will want a devastating alpha strike, and typically you need to stockpile orders to do that first. You need to get enough units, but then you want to be able to use them all on the same turn, so elite is probably still necessary to be able to do that. So there is competition for guilds, even in this One City Challenge context. It's more of a... depends more on the phases of the game than one strictly stronger than the other in all circumstances. True, Fluffy, true. It wouldn't be the first time that I'd lost an OCC by 1 turn, yeah. But if I lost that, the main one I remember was the Egypt Clerics one. I don't know if you remember that game from before they were buffed, before they got free monasticism and all that. It was the last Clerics game I played before the change, and I wanted to play with them because they were considered one of the worst families at the time. So it was an extra bit of challenge. And I had my ambitions, and then I went a meandering way toward my ambition, and Carthage won 1 turn before. Yeah, I still remember it too. So okay, we had the same in mind. I'm pretty sure I did similar mistakes in my in playtest as well. Just got carried away into my development and whatever. Not quite playing the game. In fact, all right, my queen is dead already. Hachi is offering tribute because my chancellor is cunning. All right. Sure. My mother and Spy Master. Yeah, a bit frightening, but okay. I'm sure there are healthy family discussions in our dynasty. All right, we have descent again. We're not doing much more than that anyway, but I'll surprise. They should have a much better opinion than us. Yes. So we fixed our opinion by not being at war with the Vandals anymore. Not actually being a different religion. We haven't adopted, but our previous king, who was Zoroastrian, if memory serves, and didn't convert, that didn't help. Yeah, much better relation, and was impious as well. So we are not pious, so we don't have a bonus, but we don't have a penalty either. So that's still significant. Somehow we got timid, which is crap, but won't matter for much longer. Yeah. And it can go quickly. I don't know if there's already 2 technology points there. And 7 strong cities, but they will get more legendary cities. And it's only turn 114, so that's quick development actually. It's not automatic that the AI gets 6 legendary cities by turn 110. It's not like 150 or something, so I mean, sure, we are winning, right? So you can have scholarship, dear Hati. It's the land of the Scion. All right, completing wonders, good. Of course, Gladiator Royal Combat, sure. Yeah, I don't really care about that. So, all right, foreign opinion it is, and that's our last turn, presumably. We can get a temple, but we cannot get it here because this is a Zoroastrian improvement. Yeah, let's mock plan a small Jewish district here. We could, once this hamlet completes, we could get a temple here, replace the hamlet with a cathedral at a later point or something like that. Or create it again, just playing some minor adjacency optimizations that are absolutely not required in the game, and that's actually a mistake probably, but just to pass the time while we press to victory. Of the whole wave of wonders we've started, we won't be completing the Hagia Sophia in time. Hagia Sophia, I'm not sure I should pronounce that. Set. One more Elder Monk in celebration, I suppose. Please wait. Oh, Vandals. There are still Vandals around. We're at peace with them these days, and they are raiding Carthage. Yeah. We're just tourists, really, so feel free to be on your way. And that should be it. That should be the conclusion of this game. Check Carthage law. They probably have calligraphy. Oh, that was my age. The bug event was with Numidians. What? Oh, they probably have calligraphy. Yeah. I should check. All right, we'll take some time to look at the game right now. Anyway. Okay, change of head. Ambassador is here. Ballistics got. We are now known as the architect. And we have won an ambition victory. Carthage. Yeah, they have everything. Calligraphy. They opted for elites. Autarky. Probably want to make their unique. Well, I shouldn't pretend that I can know why they made the picks they did. Coin debasement. Yeah, coin debasement definitely a big pick. So alright, I did a few strange things this game to secure your position if you're not like racing for ambition. Here I was racing a bit. I don't think I had that much margin. Probably they're winning around turn 125, maybe 100. Yeah, something like that. I would say 6 points feels like it could come quickly. So I didn't do the military build-up OCC thing. Well, normally you would pick most of the bonus cards you can. Certainly pick the 2 longbow card, the 2 crossbow card, all the double ones. Essentially they are extremely valuable. You probably want, especially with a new guild, because you won't have elite to stockpile your orders during that time, so you will want to at least sell them for a good price. So fiscal policy is probably a good target. So actually I think there is a lot to be said for well, definitely it revives scholarship a bit because you want jurisprudence. Latin sale, I think trade lead is valuable, but if you're going jurisprudence, you might as well pick fiscal policy. So maybe there is something to be said for coinage earlier as well. Yeah. Did you beeline scholarship this game? I didn't watch part 1. More or less. This wasn't a straight beeline, a direct one. But I went, I got architecture early, I believe. No, I didn't get it early. I got engineering early. I got a free law. I got navigation on founding, so that was very strong. I founded Sages and I got navigation out of it as a chip. Let's have a look at the timeline. Alright. So yeah, navigation turn 1. Yeah, the early religion were founded quite early. Judaism first, really. Like long before Zoroastrianism. So I went divination. So traditional, essentially, as a start. Picked the oracle because it was the one I could get. Aristocracy, I think I got a free tech from a ruin somewhere. Not sure which one. I don't quite remember. Stone boost on 21. Our science was really slow to pick up, which is often the case in OCC. You really have to balance your everything. Yeah, Royal Library was a second wonder. At the end of the day, we didn't use it very much. It was hard to connect to. Well, One City Challenge makes it harder to connect, so that was probably not as valuable. But we got some value at the end. Yeah, we got the Cartier ambition and completed it, but we have to go. We had to go through many turns of council to be able to do that, and he stole our son as well. Engineering adopted on turn 41, but we don't have architecture at this point, I'm pretty sure. That was an event given to us. Legal code, so yes, we went scholarship essentially. Well, citizenship scholarship. Unless we got legal code from an event as well, that's possible. Yeah, we are just only finding out phalanx on turn 52, so we had a few detours, and our laws were affected by events quite a bit. We got legal code way earlier. You can see I'm finding out about phalanx on turn 52. So I don't have citizenship at this point, but I got legal code on turn 10 turns earlier. I was going for scholarship at the beginning of this stream, so I got it turn 80, something like that. So not a super straight beeline. I'm quite sure I went drama early to benefit from the growth and use elder poets. Yeah, architecture, the tech itself turned 62, but I had engineering for over 20 turns at that point. Yeah, that's when Greece declared war. After adventures betting that we would be diplomatic genius and finding out that we are actually diplomatic idiots. Filling up all text. Oh, I think that the drought that made me salty about those forest cuts. Yeah, but that's yeah. I think those are the big points about our starting path. Leopolis, Colossus. Yeah, so that's essentially what happened this stream. I think we started the stream on turn 76. Yeah, and that's a conclusion of the game, essentially. Alright. Okay, let's have a look at stats, maybe. So yeah, this was really somewhat standard development, I would say, going for some wonders. Even if you're not going to win by a VP, you want to deny as many of them from your opponents. And that probably actually played a role this game, because Carthage was 2.5 wonders away from winning at the end of the day. So it wasn't so far away. AIs went at war a lot, but it feels strange. I feel like Carthage and Babylonia have been at war for most of the game, and it feels strange that no city changed hands with that much troop. Yeah, they're still at war. So Greece is apparently taking its war more seriously. They are moving in, attacking, doing something, even if it's more recent. And they were fighting with Ati earlier, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I should reveal the map so that we can take a look at that. 1 second. Yeah, okay, Babylon is fighting everyone. So they are losing to Hati, actually. So we have two puny nations that got like left behind by the two leaders, Carthage and Greece. So they were fighting among themselves and warring with Greece, but actually, Babylon is on the verge of losing a city to Greece, but they never lost a city before. Uruk, Sippar, these are all Babylonian cities. Kirkwan is Carthaginian, so no cities changed hand. So I don't know if there was some fighting, naval fighting, disembarkments and all that, or some earlier history, but it feels like for a game in which I were at war for so long, not that much happened. Maybe they were more evenly matched than I thought, or maybe the AI is doing something strange. It's a bit strange that Carthage is at war with Babylon and not doing anything about it, that they are staying completely contained into their own territory. I could understand that they would guard their border, even if I'm their ally and we love one another and I'm very small and non-threatening. But everything packed right here and not moving out if they are at war for so long, it feels a bit strange. Alright, so yeah, traditional way of developing. In OCC, you want scholarship, you want the courthouses, you need the civics. So essentially, you're going citizenship no matter what. So, well, maybe not no matter what. You could probably make it a challenge of avoiding it and surviving it, but that's still probably the easiest way to play. You will want those multiplayers at least for civics protection, and even if the science multipliers at scholarship are not as strong as they were, they're still very valuable. You still have only a single city, but maybe let's check that. So this is alright. This is a museum. So the museum is worth 100 science a turn at the moment, and the library only 76. So definitely with going Royal Library, we made a lot of effort. I made a lot more concession. I played a lot less greedily than usual with diplomacy, paying for opinion bonus with AIs, doing concessions, not going for the attribute points and all that, trying really to play to take diplomacy seriously. And it somewhat paid off, even if we couldn't completely placate Greece, but that worked out. But that's clearly not enough, at least with a small territory that is implied with OCC, usually. It doesn't follow that you get connectivity with other people. So once Carthage settled, make the urban tiles until the river, I guess that's what gave us connectivity, but then we needed visibility in that territory, which we didn't get until the Alliance. So I should, with that in mind, I should definitely, if you're going with a Royal Library, you really want to go for Portcullis as well, which I delayed a lot, because you will need to infiltrate the territory of the other AIs, just to reveal it, have visibility on them, and have cities count as connected. You need peace, you need actual trade connection, and you need visibility. You won't get connected to cities you don't see. So that was half a plan, and as most half plan, it didn't pay out this game, not really. So, but I still think that could be made to work. But I needed the at the very least to go for Portcullis way earlier in that context. In my defense, I didn't have that much agency when I was like under pressure from Greece in the end of the mid game. So there's that, and there's this little corner that remained unsettled until the end of the game, with 2 Vandal sites apparently, and the Thracian one beyond the desert. I suspected a site there because we got raids, but with the desert tiles on the coast, I didn't expect I'd be able to expand and make minor cities and all that. Normally it's quite cool to have the coast because of this opportunity to expand with urban tiles. in OCC, but I couldn't make much out of that this game because I had a builder for the first 40 turns and that's it. It commonly you can get better agency with archetypes, though that's not really representative. Alright. I don't know if you're interested in seeing some stats. Well, we didn't produce much in terms of military, of course. Our growth was uh, comparable to Hati with our single city. Uh, not, not quite the same level, but 112 growth in a single city is nice. You can get much crazier with cathedrals and traders and all that, but still very respectable for a sage OCC for sure. Yeah, our science. So yeah, scholarship is around there. So it's not really a scholarship explosion. We have a bit of that because we get an additional multiplier, but that's really guild, the sustained growth. Yeah, we are getting elder specialists directly, so that's very valuable, and that's our first doctors actually that we are seeing here. I think the free master doctor when I completed the warm bath and then got the elder, and that really changed quite a bit, and we are getting some multiplayers online at that point as well. All right. Well, with that, I think that will be all for today's stream. So thank you all for joining. And I'm not sure what I will play next week. So maybe next week I'll do something different and use the stream instead of starting a playthrough to be continued later. Making more of a guide video. Maybe replaying the start with a different setup, or rerolling some maps to discuss how good what we get is for OCC, what we should look for if you're interested in such a challenge, or to identify a start that will make it a bit easier for you, what kind of strategy you can go for. Maybe review some of these points and of course answer questions. So and after that it will be fluffy streaming again. So, which is why it's maybe the right opportunity not to start a whole new game next week, but do something a bit more self-contained. And since there was some demand for OCC guides, let's go with that for now. And with that, thank you everyone, and see you next week. Bye bye.